Hey, welcome back to Meiji and Poppy's Kitchen. Have you ever made monkey bread? It's that bread that you make and you coat it with it's like the cinnamon caramel sauce, and you bake it and then you turn it over and you just pull apart bites of cinnamon caramel goodness. Well, let's flip that on its side and let's make some orange monkey bread. Are you kidding me? I love orange rolls. And so the thought of this is amazing to me. I saw it and I thought, I've got to try this. And it's my daughter's birthday tomorrow. She's going to come over for brunch with some other people, and she loves an Edgar's orange roll. It's her favorite thing in the world. So, well, one of her favorite things in the world. So I thought, I'm going to make this for her brunch and we're going to try it. It looks incredible. I can't wait. Okay, so the first thing that we do is we have 3/4 of a cup of granulated sugar, a pinch of salt, and the zest of 2 oranges. So I've already zested one and I've started zesting this one. So you get a zester and you just rub it across the orange. You don't want to get into the white part. You just want just that orange on the very top, because the white part is bitter. So we're just doing the top of the orange, and then I just, as you can tell, dump it off in the bowl when I get a good bit on the, and just go around the whole orange. And the orange zest gives it the best flavor. Oh my God, like any zest, like lemon zest, orange zest, just gives things so much flavor. I think I've got it all. And we are going to use fresh orange juice in another part of the recipe. So I'll save that and we will juice that sucker in a minute. So the instructions say that we are going to mix this together. And then we are going to take frozen rolls, and one brand is Parker House, one brand is Rhodes, Rhodes. I wished I had saved the bag, but I didn't, and Poppy's already taken the garbage out. But it's in the frozen section with the different breads. You'll see it. It's just these. Well, these are unusual. They're not normally long like that. They're normally just more in a kind of square shape. But you let them rise and they're delicious if you ever just need some good homemade tasting rolls. Okay, that looks so good. Okay, so what we're going to do, it says we mix that together. Then we're going to cut the rolls into 4 pieces each, dip each piece into the zest sugar mixture, and place in a bundt pan. And we've sprayed that already. Easiest way to cut something in pieces like this is with your kitchen shears. So I'm going to do what it says and cut it into 4 pieces. Then we roll it around, make sure it gets good and coated. And you're going to have, if it's like the cinnamon, the monkey bread that I've done before, you're going to have extra. So make sure you get it coated really well. It's not sticking on too well. Okay, and I will continue to do this for all of those rolls. So it's 24 rolls. You can also do it with canned biscuits, but it's way better with these. But if you do it with canned biscuits, same thing. You just cut the biscuits into 4 pieces, and I would imagine 24 biscuits, since this is 24 rolls. Okay, gonna finish this, and then I'll be back to let you know what we do next. I got to where I was cutting it into fourths and just putting all 4 of them in there and doing it, coating them all together. That saved a lot of time. So that's a good tip for that part. The next part is we are going to mix together in a saucepan a 1/2 cup of butter, which is 1 stick. the juice of 2 oranges, which is about 1/3 of a cup. And so I have this little juicer. I don't know. You can just, I used to just squeeze it with my hands, but man, this works so well. But this gave me more than 1/3 of a cup, but we're going to need some for the glaze to cover it at the end. So I am just going to measure 1/3 of a cup and put that in there, and then 1/2 of a cup of brown sugar packed, and the zest of 2 more oranges. So I zested 2 more oranges, and that is going to be so good. Okay, and then what's it tell us to do with that? We are melting this together over medium heat, stirring constantly. Cook for 2 minutes, and then once once the butter has melted, add orange juice and orange zest and stir to combine. Well, what about the brown sugar? Oh, melt butter and brown sugar over medium heat. Okay, so at least 2 of the 4 things that are in there are supposed to be in there. It's all right. It'll be just fine. Okay, so that's what I am gonna do. And I'm gonna, okay, so wait on the butter to melt, and then once it melts, cook for 2 minutes, stirring constantly. And then we're gonna pour this mouth-watering glaze over the mouth-watering bites of orange sugar zest coated Parker house rolls. Yum. I really think this is going to be so good. Okay, so I'm going to do this, and then I'll show you what it looks like. I wish y'all could smell this. It's like orange heaven in here. Okay, so after you cook this, it smells so good. You're going to pour it over the rolls. So just make sure you get it, you know, on all of them, because there's plenty of sauce. And from here, you can go ahead and bake it. Or if you're like me and you're going to make it tomorrow, you can cover it with plastic wrap and put it in the refrigerator at this point. And then in the morning, when we're going to do this, I'm going to take it out 30 minutes before I should put it in the oven so that it can kind of come to more room temperature. And then we will bake it at, let's see, at 350 for 30 to 35 minutes. And then there's a glaze that we're going to make to put on it. So it takes a tablespoon of orange juice. So if you have a little bit of orange juice left, save that for your glaze tomorrow. And the glaze is optional, but it looks so good. I'm opting for it. So let's see. Okay, so I am going to put plastic wrap over it, put it in the refrigerator, and I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Okay, so I went to the refrigerator and got this out, and I did get it out about an hour ago, and it has risen, and oh my goodness, it looks so good. So I'm going to put this in a 350-degree oven for 30 to 35 minutes, and in the meantime, we'll make the glaze to put on top of it for when it's done. So the glaze, and it says this is optional, but to me, I don't think it is optional. So you're doing 2 tablespoons of melted butter, and then a tablespoon of that fresh orange juice if you had some left. If not, just use what you got. 1/2 of a teaspoon of vanilla, and a cup of powdered sugar. Yum. And you mix that together, and when the monkey bread comes out, we'll turn it over and we'll invert it on a platter, and then we'll pour this glaze over it. Yum to the yum. Okay, and just mix this till it's smooth, and then you've got your glaze. And I wish truly that I had smell-o-vision. This is, or that you had smell-o-vision. This smells incredible. Okay, all right, so we'll wait for it to cook. So at this point, my guests were here, and I was embarrassed to be filming, so I'll just tell you what I was doing. So I took a knife around the edge so that it wouldn't stick, and then I go to invert the pan, and I'm thinking, wait, do I do it this way or that way? Oh no, I put the pan upside down, and then I turn it over, raise the button pan, and would you look at that glorious orange monkey bread right there. I mean to tell you. So then I get the glaze and put it over all of it so that it runs down both sides. And I can remember at this point the smell was absolutely incredible. I could not wait for us to try this. And I was not disappointed. I think this is one of my favorite things I've ever made. A breakfast dish that I've ever made. This was incredible.
This is so delicious. This is so